Hi guys, welcome back to another video or welcome to my channel if you're new here. What's up? My name is Vani aka the Spiritual She-Wolf. I'm a personal development coach and a mental health therapist. So you can DM me on Instagram if you want to talk to me about anything related to your mental health. I am always here to listen and I'm always here to help. So in today's video, we're going to do something different today and we're going to talk about tarot. These are my decks here. I'm going to walk you through all of my decks here and I'm going to show you what each and every deck composes of. Now this actually includes both tarot and oracle, and I'm also going to show you the guidebooks that I've got with these decks. You can buy these from Amazon. I have bought all of them from Amazon and the links will be in the description box down below, so make sure you check that out. Without any further ado, I think it's time to get into the deck. As I walk you through these 6 decks, I am also going to tell you the things that I heard about tarot when I was starting out with tarot. So I'm actually going to go by the order in which I bought these tarot decks and oracle decks. I'm not exactly going to, differentiate between tarot and oracle. First things first, I have 6 decks here and I think I have 3 oracle decks and 3 tarot decks. So I don't know why, but I'm just, keeping it at equal. But yeah, I have that. So let's just get into the first deck I bought for myself. Nobody gifted me anything and I bought all of these decks from my own money. This is surely not a sponsored video at all. Something that you would want to note here is that I am not exactly a pro at tarot reading, okay? I do read tarot, I do charge for reading tarot. Since I have like a psycho-spiritual vibe of my own, this video is really aimed for people who are beginning in tarot. So now I think we should get into the decks and we should talk about the decks first, and then maybe I can give you my tips and tricks in between the walkthroughs. So I should tell you guys that I am really happy to make this video because I have wanted to make a video about tarot for a long time. Okay, I've wanted to talk about tarot, I want to talk about my crystals. So all of these things are going to come up soon. I will also make a playlist about this on my channel, so make sure you check that out as well. If you want to check out any other mental health videos, I will link them up here, I'm not sure where. Okay, just check them out. Okay, so the first deck we're going to talk about is the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck. Now, I got this deck in January 2020 and my aim for 2020 as a year was that I wanted to learn tarot. I have been eyeing for such a deck since a very long time. Now, let me tell you something. I do have the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, okay, but I am so not into this. Like, honestly, trust me, I am so not into that deck. It just does not call me. It's not my vibe. It's not my type. I just don't like it. But this deck, guys, honestly, if you're anything like me into, black stuff right here, you can see it on my room, black stuff and then holographic stuff. Like, can you just see this beautiful thing? It blew my mind when I saw this on Amazon, and since the time I wanted to get into tarot and I wanted to learn tarot this year, I was looking for a deck which was black in color, okay, because black is my color, okay? I love black, I feel very connected to it, and as soon as I found this deck, especially with the holo, it blew my mind, guys. Okay, let's just get into the deck. This is Mystic Mondays Tarot, a deck for the modern mystic, 78 cards and guidebook, and this is by Grace Duong. I will link this down below. Make sure you check it out. It's a beautiful tarot deck. Yeah, so on the back it says, Mystic Mondays Tarot is your intuitive guide to spiritual connection. The tarot deck and guidebook are full of good vibes and colorful energy to uplift you and inspire you to listen to your inner voice. Monday is the traditional day to start anew, but with this deck you have the power to make a new beginning any day of the week. I love this. So that's how it looks from the behind. It might be a bit dusty because I haven't used it in a while. Okay, so Mystic Mondays. Inside it is trust your intuition, and this is the guidebook, okay, and inside it looks like this, okay, that's the back of the cards. I'm going to show you everything, hold on. This is the small guidebook that it comes with, and trust me, this is a good thick guidebook, okay, it's a good guidebook, and it does have the reverse over here, and yeah, it's pretty good. It does not have a lot of things. It just has everything to the point. And I'm not gonna read everything on here, but yeah, you can see the contents. It just has major arcana and the minor arcana, and that's it. It does not have anything else. It starts with the Fool and it ends with the King of Wands, and that's it. That's the guidebook. I think it's pretty precise, and also the explanations of the cards are pretty good. So I will have to say that this deck is very artistic and it is also very abstract. Now, when I started reading with this deck, I did find it a bit difficult to read it, because as you can see, this is the Knight of Cups, and it's artistic. It's like, it's very artistic, but it's also very abstract. So all of the cards, like, look at this color. Can you, like, my phone is really not doing justice to this deck, but oh my god. And of course it's holographic on the side. You can see that. Oh my god, satisfying, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you a few cards so that you can, you know, just have like a bigger picture of how the cards are gonna be. But this is the back of the cards. Okay, it does look like it's hollow from the back, this white thing, but it's not. Okay, it's just like the shading, they have done it like that. So this is the Four of Wands, Nine of Swords. It's pretty good. The deck is pretty nice. The card is very sturdy and it does not bend easily. They shuffle nicely. Let me show you something nice. Okay, I told you it's gonna be abstract. This is the Three of Wands. Told you it's gonna be abstract. Okay, then let's go to some, yes, Nine of Pentacles. Very pretty, very amazing. It's really like the type of a tarot deck that a graphics designer would use. I'm not sure, but yeah, it is that kind of a tarot deck. So I'll show you some major arcanas here. High Priestess, beautiful. The Sun, amazing. Ooh, yes. How could I forget two major cards? Death and the Devil. I love this depiction of the devil. It is so amazing. And death is just death. I'm a Scorpio, by the way, so this is my card. I love this card. That is Mystic Monday Tarot deck. If you want like an individual video on any of these decks, do leave a comment down below and I'll make a video on that. But I'm not exactly going to go more in depth, because then this video is going to be really long. And I've already blabbered for on like 8 minutes on this video, so on this particular deck. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. So yeah, this is the Mystic Monday Tarot deck. So this is the Mystic Monday Tarot deck. Let's move on to the next. I really found a lot of myths where people are like, don't buy your first tarot deck. Make somebody gift you your first tarot deck. And it should always be a gift. And I'm like, I have no friend, no family member who would actually gift me a tarot deck. I wanted to read tarot so desperately, and I started off with Mystic Monday's tarot deck, and I absolutely love this deck. Another thing I love about this deck is that the box is really sturdy. I can also carry it anywhere with me that I want. It fits in a bag. It does feel a bit, you know, like it's a bit thick, but yeah, it does fit in a bag and it's pretty awesome. And it just, ta-da! Okay, my second deck that I bought was something that I have always wanted since I started listening to her podcast and started following her on Instagram. Sahara Rose, a Yogic Path Oracle deck. Now this is Oracle decks and guidebook, and I love this Oracle deck because I have always wanted this deck, and since the time I actually started using the Yogic Path, I just feel so connected with God, honestly. Of course, now this deck actually came with a guidebook, which is a pretty good thick guidebook, okay, but it also did come in a keepsake box. Now I'm not going to go into that right now, but I'm just going to go show you guys the deck. Let's just get into the Yogic Path now. It comes with this. This is the back of the cards, and there's a ribbon here, so you pull it off and you take out the cards. Okay. So yeah, that's the inside of the card box. That's the behind of the box. It's a very good mandala. And yeah, inside of the top box is like this. Okay, the cards. That's the back of the cards. Very pretty, very, very pretty. And this is the front of the cards. So this is Anhata, which is basically your heart chakra. I'm just going to show you some. I'm so sorry, but my camera is really not doing justice to the colors of this deck. Kriya, Bhuvaneshwari, Kali. Also, there's something that you would want to note about this particular deck is that it's a 78 card deck. It's 78 card deck, okay? And let's get on to the guidebook. Let's see what the guidebook has in store for us. So, again, front, back, and the cards are actually divided into a few categories, okay? So the first one is spirituality, second is Ayurveda, third is chakras, fourth is yoga, and fifth is deities. And all of this is actually based on Hindu mythology. Okay, so I love that she has put in Parvati, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Radha, Durga, and this is very good for somebody who is Indian and who wants to get into tarot and oracle. So love it. So there are total of 78 cards, I think. I'm not sure. Now the guidebook, of course, starts with the contents, which is actually sequential. First it's sequential, and then it goes alphabetical, so that it's much easier for somebody to, you know, just search as soon as possible. Then there's an introduction, the colors of the guidebook, guys. Then there's understanding the deck, asking a question, like here and over here she has a few questions which really are good for asking an oracle deck. And then there is working with the cards. So how do you do that? How do you prepare it? How do you do a reading? All of those things. And this is again like a page marker or something. And then she starts with spirituality. So here is the card. Here is the upright and the reverse meaning. So that's good that she also has the upright and reverse meanings. And I don't know if you can see the colors here. Yeah, I love this deck too much because it's just amazing, guys. It's very amazing. It's very it connects with me because I am Hindu. That's my first oracle deck. Okay, now let's move to the third deck that I own, which is another oracle deck, and this is the Literary Witches Oracle. Now this is the box that it comes in, and it is a 70 card deck and guidebook. It's written by, I'm butchering this, Taisia Kitaiskaya. I'm gonna put it down here, okay? And it's illustrated by Katie Horan, and it's a pretty good book. And yeah, so it has this as well. So this is the box that comes in, and it opens up like this. Okay, so it opens up like that, and there is the guidebook. Now the guidebook is pretty small and like it's very thin. You can see here, very thin. It's pretty thin. It's not much, okay, and it's small. It fits in my hand, you know. And it starts with an introduction. Then it starts with, you know, reading the cards, and then it goes on to having just like, you know, a single card layout and a 3 card layout, and that's it. Okay, that's like the introduction. And then let me point out something. This deck again is divided into 2 sections. Number 1 is the witches, and the number 2 is the materials that a witch uses. Here is the witches, and here is the witch's materials. Okay, like I have not used this deck a lot. Let me tell you that one thing. I have not used this deck a lot. I do find it a bit weird, to be honest. Like I find it to be hard to read, okay, because it does not exactly have a good explanation in the guidebook. This could have been much better, but again, talking about the cards, good illustrations. And about the witches, it goes like this. So there are witches, and then there is like, it's really inspired by real life witches, but women in general and people in general. And then suppose there is Agatha Christie here, okay, they have like keywords of their own, like trickery, the future, identity, the body, all of these, the soul, all of these things. And then it has like a description about the witch, okay, just a small description, and it has like not exactly a lot of things about the card itself, like what sort of a significance that card has in my life. It does not exactly talk about that. I feel a disconnect there. But on the other side, on the flip side, I actually do feel a connect with the materials of like the materials of the witches. And the only thing that I like about this guidebook is that in the materials, it's like if I get the cat, that means like there's some self-ownership or something like that. So this also has like 3 to 4 keywords, and that's enough. Coming to the cards, now this is a 70 card deck. The back of the cards look like this, and it's good, it's sturdy, and it's not exactly of the material that the cards were. It has this, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I don't even know if you can see that, but it's a different type of card, okay. And this is the witch's material, okay, and this is the witch. So that's how the description of the cards is. That's how it goes on. So this is the witches. Some illustrations are also a bit negative, and I don't know why, but I sort of get scared when I see the cards. Material. The link will be down in the description box, so make sure you check it out. Let's come to the most cliche deck anybody owns, any tarot reader out there owns and loves. I don't know why, honestly. The Rider-Waite tarot deck. I didn't buy this deck as my first deck because I just wasn't connected to it. It didn't call me. And again, it's like the artwork of this deck did not appeal to me. Okay? And I like the visuals. So this is the Rider-Waite tarot deck by A.E. Waite, and cards designed by Pamela Coleman Smith. The pro of this deck is that it's very light to carry around. It comes in this small box. Okay, it's not that thick. So you can carry it around anywhere with you. You can just put it in your bag and just go for your day. The cards are pretty easy to shuffle. They shuffle really good. Another pro is that they are fairly easy to read. Okay, they are really fairly easy to read, but then I just feel that it's too much yellow, and I don't like yellow. Okay, so I feel like there's too much of yellow and I don't like it. This is the Emperor. Death. The cons of this deck is that if you are anything like me who's into Mystic Mondays, then I don't think you would go for this. But yeah, everybody says that, this is a very good beginner deck. So trust me, I've done readings with this. I have done my own readings with this. I've done people's readings with this. And yes, I have got sort of a very good picture. The readings are pretty good. But then again, it just does not appeal to me, guys. I'm not a big fan of this. And I don't think that I would use it a lot in my readings. But again, I'm not a fan of it. Talking about the guidebook this is a guidebook. It's literally, that's it. And it has definitions, but it's just not that good, like it's very confusing to read for me. Honestly, I don't like it, so I don't want to stress on the fact that why I don't like it. Moving on to my 5th deck, which is an oracle deck. Okay, so how could I not buy this? Moonology is amazing. It's an amazing deck, okay? Now it comes in this box. Again, this box is very sturdy and you can take it around with you, no problem at all. This is the front of it and this is the back of it. So again, I'm not going to read anything off the back. This is Moonology Oracle Cards, a 44 card deck and guidebook, and it's made by Yasmin Boland, artwork by Nick Rowan. Inside it looks like this. Let the moon be your guide. Guidebook, we'll do that later, but as you open it, this is the guidebook. It's again fairly sturdy guidebook, fairly good information guidebook, okay? And it has a lot of info, guys, a lot of info. So these are the cards. I love the cards. I love it. This is the back of the cards. Very pretty. Again, my camera, my phone is not doing justice. It's a bit dark, okay? It's not doing justice to the colors, like seriously. Okay, and then the cards are so easy to read because obviously they have this line here. Okay, that's the one line. It's like Walk Your Light deck, but I just absolutely love this deck. You could just open this deck and as you're going by your day, you could just pull one card out and read it and be like, okay, great, thank you for the guidance. Here is another one. Communication is key. End of a tough cycle approaches. I'm not sure if you can see that nicely. And then there's adjustments are required. It has different sections as well. So there is new moon in every zodiac sign, then there is full moon in every zodiac sign, then there is waxing moon, eclipse, full moon eclipse, first quarter moon, all of these sorts of moons. And yeah, it covers everything. So North Pole, South Pole, new moon, you know, everything. It covers everything. It's a very sturdy deck. It's very easy to shuffle. Again, let's come to my last deck. Okay, now this is a tarot deck, and this is the deck that I have been using now in my current stage. It's the Wild Unknown tarot deck. Now I have always wanted this tarot deck for a very long time. The reason being, it's so damn famous. It's really so damn famous that almost every tarot reader owns this deck, if not uses it, you know. So again, it did come in a keepsake box, but I'm not going to show you guys that because it's somewhere in my cupboard. But yeah, it also came with a guidebook. Now this guidebook is really thick, okay? It has a lot of things in it, okay? Again, it does not have the reverse meaning of the cards, okay, which is something that I've sort of wanted. I don't do reversals right now because I'm, again, as I said, I'm not exactly a pro and I still consider myself a beginner. But this deck, guys, this deck is just amazing. Again, the box is good. It's not that thick. It's not that heavy. It's very light. You can just carry it around. Con of this deck is that I don't like it. Like, it's this part, the cover is like really, really loose. Okay, you know, it's really loose. So anyway, so this is the front of the deck. This is the back of the deck. And that is how it's represented in the tarot cards as well. So this is the pentacles, the swords, the wands, and the cups. So that is how it's represented in the tarot cards. Okay, so this is by Kim Krantz, and oh my god. Inside it says, welcome to the Wild Unknown Tarot. You'll find no wrongs or rights inside this box. Only mirrors for reflection. Open your mind, draw a card, and have fun on your journey. Really pretty. Really amazing. Again, this is the box. It has a ribbon and you take the cards off. Okay, so now inside of this box is an infinity, which I really like. I like the little details. Again, this is the back of the cards. Now the back of the cards are really trippy, guys. I should tell you this. It's really, really trippy, and when it's spread out, it does look very, very beautiful. This is the inside of the cards. Let me tell you something. This deck is very abstract. It's very complex to read. That is why it's called the Pro Tarot Reader deck. The reason why I took this deck was because I just wanted to see what was the hype about. Okay, and guess what? I love this deck since day one. I have not, like, I never felt like, you know, keeping it in my cupboard because I've always just wanted to keep it so close to me. It's just amazing. just amazing. The illustrations is amazing. Okay, it is fairly hard to read, I can give you that, but to actually up level your reading skills, you need to own this deck. You really need to have this deck. And again, don't wait for somebody to gift you this deck. Go out and buy it yourself. Nothing wrong has ever happened to me, and I own 6 decks here, guys. So please go out and own your deck. So those are some of the cards of this tarot deck, and you can find more Wild Unknown unboxing and reviews if you search Wild Unknown on YouTube, and you'll find that. So I'm not gonna go in depth with this tarot deck, and it might not be like the best choice for a beginner tarot reader as a first deck. So you might want to start with Rider Waite, because that's what everybody says. But you know what, just go out there, find some very good tarot decks, and just start with a tarot deck that you connect with. Okay, don't just go out and get a tarot deck or a Rider Waite tarot deck just because everybody says it. Don't do that. You know, tarot is all about you. Tarot does not have any rules. So just do you and find yourself a perfect deck. I hope this video and this walkthrough of decks really helped you in choosing a deck that you might have connected with. Coming to the guidebook of the Wild Unknown tarot deck, it's very, very thick. I am gonna give you that. It's very thick. And again, the artwork. It has a few things. Okay. So it has drawing the tarot. Then it has understanding the deck, the major and the minor arcana. Then it has like an explanation, then court cards, then reading the cards. So what to ask, then shuffling, cutting, and then it has a few spreads: clarity spread, connecting spread, Celtic cross, your year ahead spread. Okay, so it has all of these spreads. She has included this explanation for reverse cards. Not having reverse card meanings in the guidebook is that she says that it's really important to actually connect with the upright meanings first, and that there is no right and wrong. And then there is the Wild Unknown, and then it starts like this. So there is wands, and it starts with the wands, and the major arcana comes last in the guidebook. So yeah, so it has something like this, the card here and the description here, and the description is not that long, but I think that it's really precise to the point. It's not that much, but it's not that small as well, like 2 or 3 sentences or just keywords or something like that, like the Rider Waite tarot deck has. It's exactly not like that, but it's not even so much like the Mystic Mondays tarot deck. So this is the Wild Unknown tarot deck guidebook. I'm very much connected to the Wild Unknown tarot deck because I just feel like it's unknown. You know, it's so much into the unknown, and I love that. And yeah, the artwork is also amazing. And I like to, you know, challenge my brain to actually find symbolism in the cards and to find meanings in the cards, hidden meanings in the cards. So I think that would be a really good choice if you want to really up level your tarot reading skills, and you would really love that tarot deck. Mystic Monday was for around 1,000-1,200 rupees. Then the Yogic Path was for 1,800 rupees on Amazon. The Literary Witches was also somewhere around 1,500 rupees or something like that. Then the Rider Waite tarot deck was for 700 rupees, I think, when I bought it. This is actually the most cheapest deck in all the decks that I own. And then Moonology was again somewhere around 1,000 or 1,200 rupees or something like that. And then Wild Unknown was for a good 1,800 or 1,900 rupees. It was around 2,000 rupees. So I think you like this video, guys. I personally like this video. I personally am having fun talking to the camera today. I feel like I'm literally sitting with you guys right there. But yeah, I am so happy that I made a video on this, and I'm so happy that you have chosen to watch this. And I hope you like the tarot decks that I own. I hope you got some clarity about which tarot deck you can own, you know. So, you know what? Don't think much about it. Just get that deck that you actually connect with and buy your own deck. Don't wait for somebody to gift you. Just go out there and start your journey with tarot, because trust me, there's no looking back after it. Tarot did make my life very easy, you know, and it just made me connect more with the universe. So just go out there, buy your first tarot deck, and let me know. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you like this video. I hope you like the decks that I own, and I hope you are also going to buy a new deck for yourself. Do let me know at thespiritualshewolf on Instagram. Tag me in the post. And yeah, if you want to know more about how I read tarot, check this video up here. You will get to know about how I read tarot and how I do the whole thing. So I think I'm going to see you in the next video, guys. This is Vani aka The Spiritual She Wolf, signing off, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.